Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi Masechet Bava Batra. We are up to Perek Daled Mishnah Gimel. Today's Mishnayot should be Le'elui Nishmat Neria ben Svetlana Ranbai Veliyahu ben Burchai Israelov Chana ben Miriam Sason ben Rain Yoshua ben Shifra Menuchatam began Eden Amen and Avdi ben Chaim lechaim v'derefua shenemav Daniel Shalom ben Rosa betoch shar Cholei Israel and Achlama merav Binyamin Or Tzion Chai ben Dvorah. The Mishnah teaches which household items are included in the standard sale of a house. Hamocheret habayit macharet hadelet. If someone sells a house, he has sold the door to the house. Although the door is technically not part of the house, since it is attached to the house and was made to service the house, it is included in the sale. Now the door is not part of the structure of the house itself, but it rather is attached to the house with hinges. While it's possible to remove a door from one house using another house, people do not usually do this. Therefore, when someone sells a house, it is understood that he is selling the door as well. But he has not sold the lock. The word maftech, which is often translated as key, refers here to a mechanism that was attached to the door and functioned as both lock and door handle. He has not sold the lock even though it is attached to the door, since it was common to transfer such locks from one door to another. The owner can take it with him when he leaves, and so he does not include it in the sale. The general rule is that the seller of the house includes in the sale whatever items are fixed in place and difficult to remove, because he does not wish to go to the trouble of removing them to take them along. Similarly, he has sold the mortar that is cemented to the ground inside the house because it will be left there, but not one which is portable, for it can be easily carried away and used elsewhere. If there is a millstone inside the house, the law is that he has sold the mill ring that holds the millstone. The millstone, for it is attached to the ground. Now, householders would often have small hand-operated millstones, which they used to grind small amounts of grain into flour. The lower millstone was held in place by placing it within a ring of wood that was sized to fit it snugly. The wood ring was cemented to the ground. But he has not sold the hopper that holds the grain, for it is portable and can easily be taken elsewhere. The hopper was a detachable tube-like trough that ran around the circumference of the mill. It served to catch the flour after it was ground. Since the hopper is easily moved, the owner does not intend to sell it with the house. The same is true of the millstones themselves, as long as they are not cemented in place. If the lower stone is cemented in place, as was sometimes the case, it is included in the sale. Nor is he sold an oven or stove that is in the house, because these are not fixed to the ground and can easily be removed. Ovens that are cemented to the ground, however, are included with the sale of the house. The Mishnah teaches that in certain circumstances, all the items listed in the Mishnah are included in the sale. However, if the seller said to the buyer at the time of the sale, I am selling you the house and everything that is inside it, then all of these items are sold along with the house, meaning even the items that the Mishnah excluded from a standard sale, the locks, portable mortar, mill hopper, and portable ovens, they are sold when the seller adds this clause to the bill of sale. However, other items that the seller left in the house, for example, sacks of grain for the mill, are not included in the sale, even if the seller said that he was selling whatever was inside the house, because this clause does not automatically include whatever happens to be in the house at the time of the sale. Rather, it includes only household items that we would otherwise think the buyer plans to remove. Now, this clause also does not include the pit, cistern, rooftop, or storage we mentioned in the previous Mishnayot, because these are completely separate from the house, and that is in a Mishnah Gimel. Mishnah Dalet deals with one who owns a courtyard with several houses opening into it, and teaches what is included in the sale if the seller says simply that he is selling the courtyard. In those times, it was common to build several houses grouped around the common courtyard. In this case, the seller owned both the courtyard and the houses that open into it. However, in the bill of sale, he wrote only that he was selling the courtyard. If someone sells a courtyard, he has also sold the houses that open into the courtyard, as well as the pits, ditches, and vaults that are in the courtyard or in the houses, because the sale of the courtyard includes the structures in the courtyard as well. Although someone who sells a house does not include pits or ditches in the sale, when someone sells a larger property, such as an entire courtyard, the pits and ditches are considered subordinate to it and are included in the sale. Avalo et mitaltalin, but he has not sold the movable items that are located in the courtyard, such as portable ovens or millstones, because these are not considered part of the courtyard. Since these items can be moved to a different courtyard, they are not included in the sale. Certainly items that simply happen to be located in the courtyard at the time of the sale, such as sacks of grain or food, are not included. Bisman shamar lo hi v'chol ma shebetocha. However, if the seller said to the buyer, I'm selling you the courtyard and everything that is inside it, then all of these movable items are sold as well. This refers to items like the portable millstones and ovens mentioned in the previous Mishnah. Sacks of grain or food, however, are not sold, even where the seller added this clause, because they have no connection to the courtyard and are not considered subordinate to it. The Mishnah explains that even in this case, certain structures are not included in the sale of the courtyard, benkach or benkach, whether in this case or in that case, meaning whether the seller said and everything that is inside it or not. Lo machar lo et hamerchatz v'lo et bet habat shebetocha. He has sold neither the bathhouse nor the olive press that is located in the courtyard, because these structures are considered completely separate properties. Not every courtyard had a bathhouse or olive press. These are therefore viewed as separate properties, even though they are located inside the courtyard. The Mishnah cites another view that sharply limits what is included when a person says that he is selling the courtyard. Rabbi Eliezer says, "Hamocher et chatzer lo machar ela avirah shel chatzer." One who sells the courtyard has sold nothing except the open space of the courtyard, meaning the yard itself. According to Rabbi Eliezer, even the houses that open into the courtyard are not included in the sale, and pits and ditches are certainly not included. The price of the sale cannot be used to determine what the seller meant to include, because when one sells real estate, he may charge any price he wishes without being subject to the laws of overcharging on'ah, and that is the opinion of Rabbi Eliezer regarding one who sells the courtyard has sold nothing except the open space of the courtyard, meaning the yard itself and nothing else. And the Rav tells us, Rabbi Eliezer, that Halacha does not follow the opinion of Rabbi Eliezer. And that is the Rabotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.